You know, have you ever thought about why some books you read just disappear from your mind, while others stick with you forever? Like they actually change how you see things. Well, today we're going to dig into one of those super rare gems. We're going to try and uncover the secret sauce, the alchemy, behind a story that's literally transformed millions of lives. Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist.
So look at this. On one hand, you've got this iconic cover, a book that's been a global bestseller for, more than 25 years now? And on the other hand, you've got the latest, flashiest thriller that's flying off the shelves. I mean, both are huge successes, right? But they're offering totally different kinds of treasure. And that difference, right there, leads us to a really big question. So what is it that does that? Is it the plot, the characters, maybe the big message at the end? What's that magic ingredient, that takes a simple story and turns it into something that can actually change your life? That's exactly what we're going to get into right now.
And listen, we're not talking about some little cult classic here. The Alchemist has become a true modern classic. We're talking millions upon millions of copies sold all over the world. It connects with readers from totally different generations, different cultures. Its impact is just massive. You can't deny it.
Okay, so to really get why it's so powerful, we've got to look at the kind of story it is. Let's think of it this way, a tale of two treasures. You've got the kind of treasure we all chase after out in the world, and then there's the treasure we find inside ourselves.
So what's the secret formula here? Well, it's this really cool mix. This isn't just a story, it's a blend of magic, mysticism, and a whole lot of wisdom. It's kind of like an inspiring fable, a story about discovering who you really are. And here's the key part. It's built to be more than just entertainment. It's meant to be a spark, a catalyst for you to change.
And it all kicks off with a really simple character and a dream that pretty much anyone can relate to. So, let's meet the hero of our story.
Meet Santiago. He's a young shepherd boy from Andalusia, Spain. His whole adventure starts because he keeps having this dream, a dream about a hidden treasure waiting for him all the way over at the Egyptian pyramids. I mean, it sounds like a classic adventure, right? You've got the hero, a quest for riches, and a dream that acts like a treasure map. But that's just scratching the surface.
And this is where we get to the absolute heart of the book, the idea of a personal legend. Now, this isn't just about finding gold. A personal legend is, well, it's your true purpose in life. It's that one big dream you have to follow. It's where your personal ambition meets your destiny. And that's something so many of us can relate to, right? That feeling that you're meant for something more. Okay, so if we all have a personal legend, how the heck do you actually follow it? The book's answer is really interesting. It's not about just pushing and forcing your way forward. It's about learning to pay attention, to read the signs or the omens that the world sends your way.
And this is where this kind of mystical book gets really practical. It basically gives you a 4-step guide. Number 1, listen to your heart, trust your gut. 2, be ready to spot opportunities, because they don't always look like you expect. 3, learn to read those omens, the little signs along the way. And finally, number 4, you've got to have the guts to actually go after your dreams. It's basically a roadmap for growing as a person.
So Santiago does it. He travels across huge deserts, he meets wise old teachers, he faces all these insane challenges, all in the name of this treasure. But the story has this amazing twist just waiting around the corner, for him and for us reading along. Yeah, check out this quote right from the book's description. It says, "His quest will lead him to riches that are far different and far more satisfying than he ever imagined." See? The promise isn't just gold. It's hinting at something deeper, a different kind of wealth. And that's the moment the story shifts from just an adventure into something much more profound, a look at what success really means.
And then you get the big reveal. The treasure? It was never at the pyramids. The real treasure was everything Santiago learned on his trip. The wisdom, the strength, the person he became. His transformation, that was the treasure. The journey was the reward all along.
And that's the magic trick of the book, right? Suddenly, it stops being a story about some shepherd boy, and it becomes a mirror. It turns right back around and puts the focus on you.
Let's actually compare this kind of inner journey with what you see in a lot of bestsellers today. The Alchemist is all about finding meaning inside yourself. But so many modern thrillers, they're all about external stuff. Solving a murder, exposing some corrupt company, dealing with a messy romance. One is about looking in, and the others are all about looking out.
Yeah, just look at this table. It makes the difference crystal clear. What are the conflicts in these other huge bestsellers? Murder and financial corruption, a decade-old murder mystery, crazy VR tech gone wrong, psychological thrillers.
Look, these are exciting stories, for sure, but their focus is just on a completely different planet than the search for a personal legend.
And that's what it all comes down to. The book leaves you with this one huge question. When you close that last page, you're not really thinking about Santiago's plot anymore. You're thinking about your life. What's your personal legend? What's that dream you need to follow? What's your purpose?
And maybe that's the real secret of The Alchemist. A great thriller, yeah, it'll keep you turning pages all night. But a story like this, it stays with you, maybe for the rest of your life. The best stories, they don't just give you an escape for a few hours. They give you a new starting point. They don't just end. They start something new inside of you.